Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY, and today we are going to talk about trowels. So guys, the trowels we are going to talk about is going to be a 6-inch pointed trowel and a 6-inch margin trowel. When you're doing brickwork, generally you're going to have a much larger trowel that's going to look like the pointed one, and you're going to apply your mortar in between the brick layers, and then you put the bricks on, and then you'll come back and maybe use something like this and clean it up. Now, where I use these is I'm a handyman, and I'm always doing brick repair, whether it's on a wall of a house, whether it is a divider wall for a gate system, or whether it is a brick layer that actually leads up to a house as a walkway. What happens is over time that mortar gets washed out and I have to go back and repack it. Well, these are indispensable. The larger trowels do not work very well for that. I need more of this margin size and this smaller point. And what's going to happen is I take this one here and I will actually place the mortar, the margin, the square tip. This is going to be 6 inches long, 2 inches wide. It allows me to really press that mortar in, and then I can come back with a point and actually hit the spots that I was not able to get with the margin. Now this is also 6 inches wide, and at its widest it's going to be about 2 3/4, and it goes to the point. Now both of these are built basically the same. They have a very flexible metal, not overly flexible, but enough to be able to really push and pack, which is what you're going to need if you're doing repairs. And matter of fact, I believe it's about 60% more flexible than a standard margin trowel. But as you can see, it's not overly. It'll move, but I have to really put some pressure there. They have an all rubber handle, both of them built exactly the same. Both of them, by the way, flexible. The rubber is great because it kind of takes some of that fatigue away from holding this all day. It allows a little bit of flexibility, but not too much. And if you look on both of them, neither one of them have any holes or lines around them. A lot of times you're going to see holes at the top of these, and they do that so you can hang them or whatever. I hate those because if I do that, mortar gets inside of there, and I have to try to clean it out every time I clean up my tools. If I have lines and grooves, it's the same thing. The mortar cakes up on it, and I have to clean it out. These, I can use a brush. I can go around and brush it after I'm finished, and I can make them look as good as new again. Both of them will also have a rubber area, so they take the rubber from the handle and cover it all the way up to the bottom of the actual blades, meaning that my forefinger, as it holds here, is not going to be resting up against metal for 8 hours trying to work with mortar, so that when I get home my finger is swollen and wore out. It actually cushions that. I appreciate that. Both of these also have a full lifetime warranty on them. They have a sticker that they stick on the front explaining that, so you'll want to check that part out, but they are overall great. So if I was rating these on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd have to give it 5, because they not only thought about the application, but they thought about the applicator, and they make sure that you are comfortable using their tools. So do yourself a favor, pick yourself up one today, pick yourself up both. I don't think you'll regret it, and we will see you guys on the next review.